Let's do it.
Robotica, a true test of robotic competition. I'm Ahmed Zappa, and with me, as always, is the ravishing, the darling of the bandouche, Tanika Ray.
Why, thank you, Ahmed. Tonight, our microchip-minded competitors will square off an event so hazardous, RoboCop would charge us with circuitry and danger.
First up, the Speedway. Figure 8 race that puts their speed and agility to the test. Then, it's the Maze, a nasty obstacle course where maneuverability is key. Next, it's the Gauntlet, a drag race where power prevails. In between each competition, our builders will have time to fix or modify the machines for the next event. The two bots with the most points at the end of the 3 events will get it on in a gladiator-style fight to the finish. That's right, our 4 competitors will face off in 3 challenges, but only 2 will go on to the fight to the finish, where the last robot standing will be the victorious one. Before we meet our competitors, let's check in with the ever-popular Tanya Mendel.
Thanks, Ahmed! You guys are looking amazing today! You ready? Woo! All right, the robots are looking great, and they are ready to battle.
Okay, let's meet our competitors. Representing the red team from Somerset, New Jersey, Andrew Lindsay. Andrew's an industrial engineer who's been fighting robots competitively since 1996. And his challenger from the blue team from Linwood, North Carolina, computer programmer Chris Hamill. You met the men. Now, let's meet their machines. For the red team, from the depths of destruction, he has no fear of obstructions. If you want to live to see another day, stay out of the way of Ramp Force.
Ramp Force, weighing in at 208 pounds. His weapon is an aluminum V-cloud, and his design feature, bulletproof 1 1/4 inch Lexan armor.
Opponent from the blue team, he'll come at you with a stainless steel spike, and when he warns you to look, don't touch, you better listen to the demands of hands off.
Hands off, weighing in at 203 pounds. His weapon, a top-mounted spinning blade, and his design feature, flashing police lights.
The first event is the Speedway. Now, each robot will race in opposite directions around a figure 8 track. Every lap is worth 10 points. Now, as the robots cross paths, they're allowed to engage in a little bot-to-bot combat. You can't believe it when you see it. The first robot to complete 8 laps, or the robot to complete the most laps in 2 minutes, wins. And that's an extra 20 points. Okay, challengers, start your motors. Robotica!
Robots ready.
Both bots get a good start out of the gate as they race around the track. Yeah. Whoa, first contact, slight little hit. You won't beat me. Ramp Force marches on. Ramp Force smashes into hands off, almost sending him out of bounds. Sweet. He picked up his first lap. Oh, hits him again. Hands off. Ouch. Ooh. Crashes into the rail there. He regains his composure and forces on. Hands off right into the rail. Ramp Force continues around the track, picking up lap number 2. Hands off, hitting Ramp Force. Good job. Hands off gets on the board with 1 lap. Ramp Force picks up lap number 3. Ramp Force just riding around the speedway, no problem. Good driving. There he goes, passing, hands off. Ramp Force puts number 4 on the board. Hands off scores number 2, and oh yeah, Ramp Force just slashes it. Right into the rails. 5 for Ramp Force. Bam! Ramp Force giving hands off a lesson in Robotica etiquette. Racer, get off my course, he's saying. Hands off, a little disoriented. What's my name? Where do I live? 30 seconds to go. Pew, pew. Ramp Force Force just slipping in the lap of luxury, puts number 6 on the board. There's a miss, hands off, not so brave this time, keeping his hands-off approach. Oh, yeah, baby, can't keep his head off Ramp Force this time. Ramp Force's driver, Andrew Lindsay, looks good, baby. Hands off, Chris Handel can only count the seconds until his bot is put out of misery. Ramp Force grabbing lap number 7. And there's the winner! Ramp Force cruises to victory! Ramp Force dominates the speedway, going around 7 times and picking up 20 bonus points, giving him a score of 90. Hands off gets 2 laps, earning him 20. Ramp Force, smooth driving. Let's go down to the floor where Tanya and Tanika are standing by.
Hey, Ramp Force, Andrew, that was very, very impressive. You guys did 7 laps, and it was smooth as silk.
We were hoping for 8, but he got in our way at the end there.
Yeah, it looked like you were trying to avoid him a little bit, but only defensively did you ram him. You definitely lived up to your name.
Our strategy actually was to avoid him as much as possible, just try and score all eight laps, but looked like at the end he realized we were ahead on points and he decided to get in our way.
It was very cool how he could turn positions and go backwards and kind of spin out of trouble. How did you guys design that?
Four-wheel robots have a tendency to be real hard in the corners to turn. So what we did is we came up with this right here.
Oh.
And this is our little, we put these on the front end, made it a 2-wheel robot and handled real well around the corners.
Cool.
Handled like a Ferrari, so.
Okay, you know what's really impressive is you guys actually built this racetrack at home, I hear, in order to practice.
Yeah, we cleared out the shop floor and we got out chalk and tape and everything, and we masked up a full-scale mock-up of the track.
Wow, you guys aren't playing around.
Spent an afternoon running laps.
Preparation definitely pays off, and I am so impressed. I can't wait to see you guys in the maze. Good luck.
Oh no, LRPD had a rough time. What does LRPD stand for anyway?
It stands for Lightwave Robotics Police Department.
Yeah.
My brother's a police officer back home, and we thought it looked pretty cool.
So I noticed at first you guys were having a little bit of a hard time steering him, and then you're trying to stay away from the other robot, and then all of a sudden you looked like you were trying to fight back near the end there. What was your strategy?
We knew the racetrack was a weak spot, so once we fell behind, we figured we're trying to keep them from getting many more points, so trying to block them from completing too many laps. And I think it might have worked.
Well, here we go. On to the maze. I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, it's time to meet our next competitors. Representing the silver team from Port Townsend, Washington, John Skidmore. John's a computer technician and amateur remote control expert. And from the solid gold team, his challenger from Urbana, Illinois, Mario Zajac. He's a graduate engineering student. Now entering the arena, representing the silver team, this high-powered caveman will club his victims out of commission. Be careful what you wish for when you open up Pandora's box.
Pandora's bot, weighing in at 181 pounds. His weapon, a rubber-coated bumper. And his design feature, armor made from a kitchen sink.
And his opponent from the gold team, he can shoot flames like a rocket. He tightens his bolts with a socket. And his favorite ice cream is vanilla with sprockets. Don't get too close to solar flare.
Weighing in at 151 pounds. His weapon, a flamethrower. And his design feature, a custom-built control system.
Okay, you know the deal. Most laps in 2 minutes takes it, and knocking your opponent off the track, well, I highly encourage that. 10 points per lap and an additional 20 for the victor. May the best bot win. Okay, it's time to put the pedal to your metal. Let's do it, baby!
Robots ready.
And they're off! Barely. All right, both bots getting a slow start. Solar Flare taking his sweet time getting around that curve. Solar Flare weaving around. And it's the first hit! Pandora's bot getting a little air. Woo! Something dislodged from Pandora's bot. Pandora's bot taking in the sights. Solar Flare tries to get back on track. Both bots not having an easy go. Solar Flare picked up the first lap. Oh, he just guns for Pandora's bot there. A little kiss. Pandora's bot puts his first lap on the board. Congratulations. Solar Flare turns a corner, has a little meeting of the minds with the rail. There's Solar Flare's Mario Zajac working the controls. So both bots meet in the middle. Mix it up! Solar Flare getting tied up on the Big Daddy wheel. Still tied, 1 lap apiece. It's anybody's race. These bots certainly take the speed out of the speedway. Pandora's bot can't get those wheels in the right direction as Solar Flare sneaks by, getting lap number 2. Well, looky here. Pandora's bot ties it up for 2. Solar Flare makes a turn as Pandora's bot follows suit. Someone's got to break this time. Solar Flare with some fancy footwork there. Pandora's bot catches a wheel on the rail. Solar Flare ahead with lap number 3. 10 seconds left. Can Pandora's bot tie it up? Here he goes. Another miss. There's the buzzer. The battle of the slowpokes is over. It's Solar Flare. Solar Flare's 3 laps and 20 bonus points win him the speedway with a total of 50, while Pandora's bot takes 2 trips around the track for 20 points. And the winner is Solar Flare. All right, let's go down to the floor where Tanya and Tanika are standing by.
All right, Solar Flare, you are the winner. It was a little lethargic. What happened?
Well, our control system is not the standard RC control system. We made our own, so we're a little worrisome about it. It doesn't go well with people who have cell phones on or something like that.
Oh, I heard you praying before the race. Please work, please work, please work.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you think about your matchup over there with Pandora?
Well, they're a great team. They're a great team to work with, and I think they have a nice robot. I don't know. We were thinking we were stronger, so we believe we could probably take them on.
Yeah,
but.
I saw you saw a little weak spot, and you went for it.
That's right. Their headlights.
Yeah, you did. What are you going to do in the next round for the maze? You have to make any modifications in the pit?
We're just going to go with what we have right now.
You're pretty confident with Solar Flare the way it is?
We have the high clearance right now. We have a ramp extension that we'll put on for later.
Okay, right on. Well, we can't wait to see it. Congratulations, and we'll see you in the maze.
Pandora had a little bit of a tough time at first. He had a slow, steady start, and then when Solar Flare came and hit you, what fell off?
Oh, those were the headlights.
Oh, so that's okay.
Bumper-mounted headlights. Yeah, they're expendable.
Yeah, so it didn't have too much to do with the functioning of Pandora.
Actually, I think it created a road hazard that may have served us in slowing Solar Flare down a little
I
bit.
saw that Solar Flare did a little few spins around, huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't have a problem running over him, so.
Well, how do you think Pandora, with the big wheels, how do you think that he's going to hold up in the maze in the next competition?
I look forward to the speed bumps.
Okay. Well, I wish you good luck. You have 2 more rounds of competition. We got some great stuff ahead of us, and break a leg. Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
After the first competition, Ramp Force leads hands off 90-20, and Pandora's bot trails Solar Flare 20-50. When we come back, hands off and Ramp Force will enter the maze. Who will emerge victorious, you ask? Find out when Robotica returns, I say. Welcome back to Robotica, the show your television likes to watch. Let's go down to the pits where our builders are readying their machines for the maze. Ramp Force tore up the speedway, but it looks like Hands Off may have done a little tearing up of his own.
Yeah, we got a little battle damage here.
It's irrelevant. It's cosmetic.
Yeah.
Cosmetic. Nothing structural, bro.
Nothing structural. Here.
Okay, while they complete their modifications for the maze, let's find out more about Andrew Lindsay and Tony Alternator, otherwise known as Team Force. Team Force. The name says it all.
Don't compromise. Don't use secondary parts. Keep it simple and just use a lot of power.
Andrew Lindsay and Tony Alternator share a vision, but these guys haven't known each other long. They hooked up in an internet forum and were soon daring each other to create Robotica's baddest bot over the internet.
This has been a very online project, and it's worked beautifully.
And you can do all the drawings on the computer. I can send it to Andrew. He can look it over.
Both agreed the plan for their Uber bot, Ram Force, should be simple and powerful.
The most important part of our robot is traction and control.
Ram Force came to life in Tony's machine shop in Buffalo, New York. The bot was nearly complete when Andrew drove over 700 miles from New Jersey to meet Tony face to face.
Hey, Andrew. I'm Alternator. Welcome to Team Force.
Okay, let's go build a robot. Every one of these solder joints has to be hand soldered. It has to be perfect.
We have 10 pounds of batteries on board, and we have a little box, and we call it Mr. Fusion, because it generates so much power for us.
Then it was time to find out if Mr. Fusion had the guts to push Ramforce around.
We are in the zone. Got the right amount of power, got the right amount of batteries. Need more traction, but we're going to work on that.
Ramforce's creators took a decidedly unconventional approach to weapons.
The robot itself is a weapon. We have thick armor. Nobody's weapons are going to be able to hurt us.
There's nobody that's going to even touch us with that unless you're carrying a gun on your robot.
Paranoid? Maybe. Confident?
Yeah.
Absolutely. This Lexan armor stood up to some extreme testing.
As you can see, it barely scratched it. Just made a little dent in it. Oh, you robots, look out.
Whether it's mere bravado or cold confidence, Team Force's stance is almost as tough as their Lexan armor.
There's no room on my mantle for a second-place trophy.
We're going all the way. We're going to crush them. We're going to take this competition.
No prisoners.
No prisoners. No mercy.
All right, Andrew, that match was pretty good.
Yeah, it should have been better. You know, I was actually disappointed because in the lap times in practice, we were able to do 8 laps in 2 minutes, no problem. We would have done 8 laps in 2 minutes, but they realized they were behind on points, and they just started getting in our way every opportunity.
The guys from the hands-off team don't seem too impressed with Ramforce's armor.
See those 2 big holes in it? How we got that? We really put them pretty good in that Lexan. It's not spike-proof, but it is bulletproof, I guess. But we got all that stuff in here, too, so we're pretty well protected.
As Hands-Off is prepared for the maze, let's learn a little more about his builders, brothers Chris and Greg Hanold. Welcome to Linwood Township, North Carolina. A rural setting with rolling hills, chickens, billy goats, and killer robots.
The name of the robot is called Hands Off, and whenever you see the main weapon spinning around on top, you'll know why. When you stick your hand on there, you're going to lose it, so you keep your hand off of it.
For Chris Hanold, a computer consultant, Robotica is a chance for him to revert to the days of his youth. Days spent in his father's garage breaking things and putting them back together. He's even enlisted the aid of his childhood partner in crime, his brother Greg, who's a local police officer. Their design process begins literally on the floor of their father's garage.
We took the measurements and drew it on the floor to make sure we could set the actual pieces in before we started welding up the frame.
Their plan was working well until they went to weigh their killer contraption.
We had a real big obstacle in the build and everything. We didn't know it, but we were 34 pounds overweight as it sat. We lost 60 pounds over a weekend. We chopped off about 6 inches of the front end, moved that spike in some, shortened the blade some, drilled holes in about all the real heavy metal.
While Hands Off is now below the 210-pound weight limit, the last-second effort to drop weight prevented them from practicing their driving skills.
He's inexperienced, and I have no experience.
We really need more practice on that. That's the biggest problem we got, is driving.
With a maxed-out bot and gusto galore, Chris and Greg Hanold are ready to rumble Robotica style. Will it be enough to bring bot-bashing gold home to North Carolina? Let's hope Hands Off has a few tricks up his sleeve for the maze, because the very impressive Ramforce is here to play. The scores as they stand: Ramforce 90, Hands Off 20. Okay, it's time for competition number 2, the maze. It's a nasty labyrinth with a bad disposition. All you gotta do is make it to the middle of the maze. You think you want to do that? I think you should. Here's how it breaks down. First, you'll have to ride the ramp. You make it past that, then you're on your way. Oh, but then watch out, because the sinister six-sider puts the block in roadblock. Then it's onto a pair of paddles that make a very powerful point. That's right, little spike paddles. They can hurt your robot. Next, they'll have to face some tough terrain where most of the bots, well, they throw in the towel because they're chicken. After that, it's the guillotine. Enough said. And finally, forecast calls for some serious showers. This could easily flood your fuselage, and then, oh, you're going to be a loser. But if you make it to the finish line, we'll give you an extra 25 bonus points. Now entering the arena, ladies and gentlemen, representing the red team, Ram Force! And his opponent for the blue team, hands off. Don't touch me, hands off. Go. It's time to tear up some titanium. Let's do this, my little baby androids. Robotica.
Robots ready.
Ram Force takes the ramp. Pummels the box. Hands up, goes up. Whoa. Slides back down. Ram Force not taking any prisoners. Plows through both paddles. Hands off has no clue how to ride the ramp. Neither does his driver, Chris Hammond. Ram Force almost getting engraved by the guillotine there. Makes it over the speed bumps. Stuck on the grate. Oh, come on. Oh, hands off. Oh, still stuck on the ramp. Not going anywhere. Ram Force, who started out so promising, completely baffled on the grate, repositions himself and tries to ram his way over. It's deja vu for Hands Up, who still can't find the answer to the ramp. Ram Force makes it up the ramp. Ooh, he takes the maze! Yeah, baby! It's Ram Force powering through all the obstacles and picking up the 25-point bonus, giving him a score of 100, while Hands Up, stuck at the ramp, gets 0. Oh, yes! The winner is Ram Force. I love Ram Force. And let's get some post-performance commentary from two sexy ladies, Tanya and Tanika.
Ram Force, that was absolutely amazing. That was one of the fastest times we've had. I was a little concerned because you guys are so big. Did you guys think that was going to be difficult to make
We
it
never
work?
thought that was going to be a major problem because our robot just slides along the walls if we hit them, so we can't get hung up. The one thing that scared us there was the grating. Our front edge was getting caught on the grating, so we got to do something about that, fix that for the next time.
So in the pit, you guys made a couple modifications. Was it for the waterfall? What did you do?
Yes, we put on our wheel covers and we sealed everything with duct tape so no water can get in.
Well, that was very impressive. You almost got hit by the guillotine, but you moved out the way just in the nick of time.
Yeah, I started to drive forward and I got stuck on the speed ramp, and I realized the guillotine was going to hit me, so I backed up, waited for it to come down, and then I jumped over the speed ramp with speed.
Why? If the guillotine hit you, are you scared it would have done major damage?
Nah, probably wouldn't have hurt us, but
No.
better just to avoid the scratches and dents.
Exactly. Well, congratulations, Ram Force. That was another impressive win. We'll see you in the gauntlet.
Oh, I know Hands Off had another tough round of competition. Now, Hands Off is otherwise known as LRPD, right?
Yeah, sort of.
You had a pretty good start, and then you started to go up the ramp, and then...
We got off to the side, lost control, the front wheel got off the ramp, had to back down a couple of times, could never get it straightened out until the buzzer rang, and we went ahead and went through.
So you weren't anticipating that at all to happen?
Not at all. We figured we'd get up that ramp pretty easy.
Okay, well, good luck in the next round. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks a lot.
It's Ram Force leading Hands Off by 170 points. Now, coming up, we'll find out how quick and crafty Solar Flare and Pandora's Bot are when they take a stab at the maze. Stay tuned for more Robotica. When we come back, more maze, a run at the gauntlet, and our final battle, the fight to the finish. We're back at Robotica, Temptation Island for techies. Solar Flare and Pandora's Bot are down in the pits. Let's see what their builders are doing to prepare for the maze. Looks like Pandora's Bot is doing a little armor repair there.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to make the armor stay attached better down here, because this one stupid little set screw isn't going to be enough if we get rammed like that again. So, is it going to hold physically? Oh yeah. In fact, I was just thinking, if we put one more over here and one more over here, that would hold it much better in the front.
John is putting his time in the pits to good use. So while he secures that armor, let's learn a little more about the robot that's got it all, even the kitchen sink. John Skidmore is a man who loves a challenge. An Air Force electronics specialist, he now works as a church office manager in Port Townsend, Washington. Though savvy with circuits, John had never built a bot before until Robotica called.
Initially, I said, oh, great, cool, this will be easy. Then about last Thursday, I said, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into?
John quickly set up shop in the basement of the church parsonage. The question, how to start.
The big challenge is I didn't have a blueprint or a diagram or a book I could go get off the shelves. I had to fabricate things from scratch or scavenge parts.
And it was during a trip to a local junkyard that John had an epiphany.
And I was trying to think of something to make a clamshell design. And I looked over and there was a double sink stainless steel unit. And that would work really good. Plus stainless steel is pretty tough.
Tough, tested, and time to rise to the challenge.
I need protection too. I work good in a pinch when it comes to coming up with an idea to save the day at the end. It's the old MacGyver / A-team enthusiasm where it has to be done, so, you know, chewing gum and baling wire to put it together to make it work.
A quirky design that John would dub Pandora's Bot started to take shape.
Pandora has 2 huge wheelchair wheels. The rack and pinion steering off of an old lawn tractor. Power window assembly out of a 1982 Cadillac. The armored skin on top is the 2 pieces of the stainless steel sink.
With 1 week to go, John was ready to open up Pandora for a test drive.
I'm not the best laid out design, but I feel lucky. I mean, I'm here.
Port Townsend's own MacGyver had come through in the clutch.
Maybe someone might go, hey, that guy built that thing out of junk and he went out there and did pretty good. Maybe someone else will get the same idea and get involved. And you never know, he could be the next Albert Einstein.
John and his teammate Michael Westover better have some more A-team tricks up their sleeve, because that armor isn't staying put.
I don't think tape is going to help.
No.
I think we're going to have to modify the shape.
Grind it down or file it down.
While they battle with that armor, let's check on Mario Zajac, Aaron Trask, and Solar Flare.
We're going to waterproof. We've got some clear weather stripping we're going to lay across our electronics and try and make this waterproof and then swing the top back down. We've got to swap out one of the batteries.
They seem to have their water problem licked.
I swapped out at the last minute our hard casters for some softer wheels, and then we put a half-inch piece of rubber in between.
So while they finish sealing their circuit boards, let's learn a little more about Solar Flare. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Mario Zajac and Aaron Trask are aeronautical engineering students at the University of Illinois.
I definitely want to be an astronaut. That's my goal. I'm actually going to be working in Johnson Space Center when I graduate with my master's.
Yes, these two are serious rocket scientists, and rocket scientists with a serious edge.
I mean, everybody loves weapons. You get to see a robot that can, smack somebody around and show them who's boss.
And smacking people around is exactly what these Fighting Illini grad students plan to do at Robotica.
The robot itself is called Solar Flare. We named it because we have the flamethrower on the front of it. It's primarily aluminum based. We use this extruded aluminum as the entire frame of the car, and we cover it with aluminum plates on the sides and the back and the bottom.
Solar Flare was fabricated in U of I's Advanced Digital Systems Lab, a high-tech haven where Mario and Aaron have teamed up on a number of designs, including an air muscle octopod and a robotic glove. Yet as cool as these contraptions are, Solar Flare is still nearest and dearest to their flaming hearts.
It's fun. It's that destructive nature in human beings.
But Mario and Aaron aren't just relying on weapons. They took a chance and built some custom-made controllers for Solar Flare's drivetrain.
The wheels are each driven by a single motor. It's a 24-volt motor. It's pretty high torque. And we built our own custom control system to control that.
Unfortunately, with only a week to go, this custom-built electronic controller causes some last-minute headaches. Its signals seem to be reversed.
I mean, we were looking here, but we need to look right here to see what the analog voltage is.
With help from the other department personnel, the bot's controller glitch is fixed at the last minute. Mario and Aaron are primed to launch Solar Flare into the Robotica stratosphere.
We hope to make it to the fight to the finish. Obviously, that's what we came here for. And then when we get there, we'd like to light them on fire. And then push them over the side of a flaming ball.
Going into the maze, it's Pandora's Bot trailing Solar Flare 20-50. But with the score that close this early in the competition, the fight to the finish is still up for grabs. All right, let's go back down to the maze and see what moves Pandora's Bot will make in order to even up the score. Now remember, 15 points will be rewarded for each obstacle successfully navigated, and a 25-point bonus for the robot who gets to the center first. Now remember, the robot to reach the center wins. But getting there, well, it's tough, and that's half the fun. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the silver team, Pandora's Bot! And his opponent from the gold team, Solar Flare. Watch my eyes! Okay, babies, show us what you got. Let's do it.
Robots ready.
Here we go. Solar Flare having some trouble navigating his way to the ramp. Pandora's Bot hesitant as well. And for good reason, this can be the make or break obstacle in this event. Solar Flare on his way down. Pandora's Bot past the ramp and pushing the box with his wheels. This can't be good for the steering system. And Solar Flare is past the box. So is Pandora. Solar Flare is going through the pedals backwards. Now it's Pandora's turn. Yeah, Pandora gets a spiked spanking. Solar Flare gets bonked by the pedals. The guillotine. Oh, close one. He's through. He's made it. Oh, the guillotine looks like it's doing a number on Pandora's rims. It looks like it's gonna be. Yes! Solar Flare wins the maze. Yeah, looks like Pandora's Bot's coming up. Look, they mix it up. Yes! Team Solar Flare. Ooh, that was close.
That was a tight race.
Solar Flare takes it all, plus 25 bonus points, giving him a score of 100, while Pandora's Bot clears 4 obstacles at 15 points a pop, giving him 60. Solar Flare! All right, let's go down to the floor.
All right, Solar Flare winner. You guys, that was amazing. You got off to a little slow start, though. What happened?
Started going up the ramp, then I was having trouble. We slipped off, but we had enough clearance that we could keep on going, and then the block was no problem.
Yeah, I saw that you kind of slid off. So this is a new sort of looking controller. What is this? You guys are working in tandem?
Well, sort of. I just hold the power supply.
Oh, so you're the brains and you're the brawn?
Yes, basically.
So you guys went through the paddles, and it looked like you got a little bit of help from the spikes.
Yeah, the second one smacked us in the rear and gave us a little few feet of boost.
You needed that, didn't you? So next is the gauntlet. You guys optimistic about that?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're pretty strong. I think we will barrel through it.
All right. What about the clearance, though? You guys are kind of low.
Clearance? Well, we've got about 6 inches of clearance. So
okay. All right. Well, congratulations, Solar Flare. We'll see you in the gauntlet.
Pandora Bot had a little bit of a tough time in the competition, but a strong start. I know that you were worried about the box at first.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to move the box very easily, but it moved halfway out of the way, and I bumped it a couple times.
That's right.
Made a big enough hole to get through, and around the turn I went.
What were you feeling when the guillotine got you?
I was thinking, wow, them are some tough wheels. And I thought, okay, I got to get out of there before it comes down on me again. I was hoping it wouldn't stick, you know, the guillotine come down and break.
So what can we expect in the next round of competition?
Kamikaze, I guess.
Okay, well, good luck.
All right, thank you.
It's Ram Force beating Hands Up 190-20 and Pandora's Bot trailing Solar Flare 80-150. When we come back, our bots will put their bumpers to the test in the gauntlet. And the 2 winners will go head-to-head in the fight to the finish. More heart-pounding Robotica action when we return. The final event in our first round of competition is the gauntlet. 2 bots, 2 tracks, fastest bot wins. This is the event that I love the most. Breaking down barriers, 5 to be exact, and the further you go, the tougher they get. We start off with a little window shopping. Once you shatter this pane of glass, there's no turning back. Then we've taken the liberty of stocking up some canned goods. Crash through this mound of metal, and she's a brick house. And then it's on to a stack of concrete stones. Finally, if you thought about playing it safe, well, we've got you covered. Push this 100-pound safe past the finish line, and you're home free. It's that simple. Or is it? Each obstacle is worth 15 points, and the winner will receive a bonus of 25. Now, entering the arena, representing Red Team, Ramforce. Bonk, bonk. And his opponent from the blue team, hands up. Let her rip. Robotica style, babies.
Robots ready.
And Ramforce tears in the gauntlet. Hands off. Stuck in the glass. Ramforce taking it all with him. Hands off, still struggling. Ramforce with quite a collection. And he's taking it to the safe. Hands off, Spike stuck in the rail. Just Ramforce in the safe, pounding away. Sorry, hands off. So close. One more hit, come on. One more for real this time, come on. Come on. And there it is, yes. Ramforce is going to the fight to the finish. The winner of the gauntlet with 100 points is Ramforce, ladies and gentlemen. Ramforce clears all 5 barriers at 15 points a smash, plus the additional 25 points for going all the way, giving him a score of 100 points. Hands Off took a hands-off approach to the gauntlet, clearing no obstacles, getting no points. Final score, Ramforce 290, Hands Off 20. Ramforce is going to the fight to the finish. Let's go down to the floor.
All right, Ramforce, another win. I'm stunned. That was amazing. Did it go exactly as planned?
Yeah, kind of. We got to the paint cans here that are full of sand, and we spilled some sand on it and got under our wheels, and we lost traction.
Otherwise, it didn't look like
otherwise
it.
We'd have moved the safe. And
if we had been at full traction, the safe would have just been blown out of the way on our first hit.
Okay, so you stalled a little bit on the safe. You had to ram it a couple times.
The sand slowed us down a little, but we still got through.
It was still quite impressive. Now, you added something in the pit for this round. What was it?
We basically completely redesigned the robot, flipped it upside down, flipped the front and rear, put covers on it, put a front on it, moved the antenna, completely rebuilt it pretty much just for this match. We've got 3.5-inch ground clearance now, so we wouldn't get stuck on a brick, and we've got a V-shaped plow on the front to push everything out of the way.
Congratulations, that was absolutely amazing. You guys are going to be in the fight to the finish. You going to do anything for that round?
Oh yeah, we're going to completely redesign the robot again. We built the robot to be modular, so we can completely rearrange it depending on what the challenge is.
Congratulations and good luck in the fight to the finish. Ramforce!
Ramforce takes a trip through the gauntlet, pounding through the cans. Unbelievable. Oh, the bricks. Going at the stones. Look at that. Not even all this excess baggage slowing him down at all. Makes his way to the safe and just pushes it right out of the way. All right, it's time once again for the final event in our first round of competition, the Gauntlet, representing the silver team, Pandora's Bot. And his opponent from the gold team, Solar Flare. Let's do it, Robotica style.
Robots ready.
Solar Flare is through the glass. And the cans. Pandora's Bot coming through backwards. Solar Flare through the bricks. And the blocks, come on. Pandora taking on the cans. Solar Flare just a safe away from the fight to the finish. Pandora working on those bricks. Come on, man. Come on. Solar Flare getting some movement out of the safe. Big hit there. Pandora still on the bricks. Solar Flare, so close, so close. Pandora's Bot not even close at all. Solar Flare. Solar Flare does it! It's Ramforce! It's Solar Flare in the fight to the finish! Solar Flare clears all 5 obstacles and gets himself a 25 bonus points for a score of 100, while Pandora's Bot clears 2 for a score of 30. Final score is Pandora's Bot 110, Solar Flare 250. Which means Solar Flare, you are moving on to our final round. The fight to the finish. Now, let's go down to the floor.
Hey, Solar Flare, that was very impressive how you muscled your way through that. How did it go for you?
Oh, pretty good, I think. I didn't think we could get through the big block, the big safe, but we did get through that after a few poundings.
Yeah, at one point it looked like you turned around backwards. Were you trying to hit it from the back?
From a far distance because our control system works better from a distance, so we stayed down at the other end. And so I was losing control over blocks and stuff when I'd pick up a wheel.
Now, it definitely looks different from the last round. You guys added something.
Yeah, we added a ramp, a scoop ramp, so if we hit like the bricks, they wouldn't get trapped underneath us.
That was very smart. You also sliced through a can pretty easy. It was pretty sharp.
Yeah.
Anything you would do differently? Did it go exactly as planned?
Yeah, we won, so.
Why do you seem surprised?
We've had a lot of troubles today with our control system and interference, but
that makes the win even sweeter, doesn't it?
That's right, yes.
Anything you have planned special for the fight to the finish?
Hopefully win. I don't know. We're coming up against a tough robot, so.
All right, well, congratulations, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store for us. Good luck.
Okay, our two finalists are locked and loaded. It's now time to see what they're really made of. When we come back, they'll battle it out in a fight to the finish where the last robot standing will be declared the winner. Who will it be? Well, find out when Robotica returns. Panic, my little leap schmeekins. You haven't been accidentally transported into the future. You're watching Robotica. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The winner of this match will be the only bot to walk off this 16x16 square alive. That's right. 2 bots enter, 1 bot leaves. Our first finalist representing the red team, it's Ramforce! His opponent representing the GO team, Solar Flare! Finalists, are you ready? Okay, it's do or definitely die time. Fight to the finish, Robotica, baby! The scorching Solar Flare versus the deadly Ramforce in an all-out battle for total robot supremacy, and Solar Flare says, flame on.
Robots ready.
Here we go, there's no turning back now. Solar Flare getting under Ramforce. And again, flame not doing much good. That's Andrew Lindsay, driver of Ramforce. Solar Flare doing a little pushing of his own. Nice! And a reversal Ramforce turning the tables on Solar Flare. Solar Flare being pushed around at Ramforce's whip. 30 seconds, and it's going to be so long, safety rails. Uh-oh. Ramforce is ramming Solar Flare from behind. Ooh! Looks like Solar Flare is wedged under the rail. Ramforce not letting up. He is merciless. 10 seconds. Team Force looking for a win here. Come on. And there goes the gate. Oh no, all of Ramforce's ramming is worked against him. Solar Flare is wedged in on the rail. Come on, Ramforce. Must destroy. Come on. Oh, yes. And that's it. Solar Flare up there. A trail of blazing fire. Ramforce is moving on to the Robotica Championship at the end of the season. Yes. 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 The winner is Ramforce. Let's go down to the floor.
All right, Ramforce. Congratulations. You were absolutely unstoppable.
Thank you. Thank you. We did what we wanted to do.
Wow.
We're pretty happy with the way the robots handled it. We were scared there for a moment because the first couple times we went at him, he got underneath us. And our whole strategy in this match was based on getting to the side or behind him, because we knew once we got behind him or to the side of him, he wouldn't be able to turn into us, and we could just shove him around at our will.
Well, you drove into him a couple times. You guys weren't sure that you got the job done, huh?
Well, we wanted he wasn't going anywhere. We just wanted to keep hitting him, maybe hopefully break something inside him. We mashed his wedge up. That was the whole point. When we were ramming him, we mashed his wedge, and that's what did it.
Definitely successful.
Yeah.
Now, you added a component in the pit back there. What did you do for this?
Yes, we mounted on our secret weapon, which is that front hinged ramp. It's just for this. It's got a low scraping blade, it gets flat on the floor, and it's got hooks so that the enemy can't drive over us.
Congratulations, you made all the right moves. You're going on to the finals. Right on, Ram Force.
Ram Force giving it the hands off in the speedway. Showing the maze who's boss. Teaching the gauntlet a thing or two. And extinguishing Solar Flare in the fight to the finish. Next time, 2 more bots will battle it out as the road to the Ultimate Championship continues. Which wired warrior will advance to the final fight to the finish, you ask? And be the last robot standing? Well, find out when Robotica returns. That's it for us. I'm Ahmed Zappa, and on behalf of myself and Sadiqa Ray and Tanya Memi, goodbye and good luck from Robotica.
Go to work with the investigators who turn trace evidence into arrest. Medical Detectives is next. Then another episode tonight on TLC. And for more online, go to discovery.com and click on TLC.
The Spaniards' lust for gold, the Incas' struggle to defend it, an epic clash of cultures. TLC tells the stories in a 3-part special, Conquistadors, premiering Sunday, July 8th on TLC.